Hawaii.
Yeah, that's the same place.
Yeah, which is a country.
It's not a country, but it should be.
Oh,
It's
sorry,
very
I'm
hard to
confused.
explain.
Hey guys, welcome to the Geek Up. Today we're talking episodes 7 through 9.
That's right. Coming down to the wire, man. I tell you what, man, people are, I thought maybe there was some hope for some of these folks, man, but after this shit show, I was like, damn, everybody around here is just a bunch of assholes.
Yeah?
Like, holy crap, yeah.
But of course, we left off with Kaz and Micah in a gray area, and he's choosing between her and Holly.
Yeah. And we thought he was going to choose Holly, and he didn't, man. He surprised me. He went with Micah.
Yeah, he sets her aside and reassures her, and it's really not that big of a deal
No.
starting off, so.
Not, at least I'm not right there. It's not.
Yeah. So is that a mistake? Should he have stuck with Micah?
At this point, yeah. I mean, I think the problem they have, and then we'll see later, is they let other people get too involved in their shit, and it just makes everything go to hell for them. But I mean, right now, I think right now Micah was probably the right choice for him.
Yeah, and of course, Holly and Melinda peace out after this.
For you, darling.
Oh, thank you, madam.
For you. Bye. Part of me would love to get.
So I think the problem here is, Stefan wanted to bring in somebody that was more like vibrant and like lively because Micah's kind of reserved and he thinks that Kaz needs somebody like that. And Kaz, I guess, has always gravitated towards someone like that, but I think he was enjoying the relationship he was developing with Micah, and he actually wanted somebody a little more calm. But Micah just kept getting fed by what everybody else was telling her and like how this is going out. And I think Kaz himself was actually just fine with the relationship, but Micah just let everybody get in her ear, and that was her insecurities of that really kind of just is what led to their problems.
Yeah, I mean, and it keeps getting worse. She keeps letting people get to her, and it just makes it worse and worse.
Yeah, and now we have the Compatibility Challenge, the Tangled competition.
Yeah, that one was cool. I mean, I think they did that one last season, right? And, I tell you what, though, Mike and freaking Kaz, man, blew through it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they need to step up these Compatibility Challenges.
No
They're not that interesting, so I don't know what they can do differently, but they need to do something different. Maybe, like, to draw the people closer or mix something up.
Yeah, like how is leading somebody blind through a damn freaking little maze show compatibility?
Yeah, I actually like the challenges in that Paradise show, like, much better.
Yeah.
And they should do something like that, and that's a Netflix show. So.
Yeah, no doubt.
I think this is perfect. Like, it shows communication, like how the different frustrations they'll get with each other if they're not communicating correctly, how well they communicate it. And Josh, like, none of these challenges are ever good enough for you. Like, on anything, any show, like, just accept them for what they are, man.
Yeah, I mean, this one does show communication. I'll give you that, but it still just wasn't a great. I mean, I'm with Josh. It wasn't a great challenge. This wasn't anything was that great.
It's kind of boring, and I mean, come on, we need to step it up. I don't know what.
No
I think the kissing thing was much better, actually. So, but that should have been done better too.
Exactly, because it's more rigged.
Yeah.
I'm with Ashley, and I thought this challenge was just fine.
All right. Well, now everyone's kind of vibing at this point. Yeah. No one swapped out with Melinda and Holly coming in, so life is good.
Yeah, and everybody in the house seems to kind of be getting along right now. It's kind of a good, like
Harry makes those little cute notes for Jessica. What'd you think of that?
This guy. Oh, Harry, man, this dude, he's a little kid, man. He really is. He's a freaking Harry's just a little kid, man. Every time I see that dude, his face looks like a little kid. He just acts like a kid, and he needs to grow the fuck up.
I thought it was really cheesy, but, you know, women eat up that cheesy kind of stuff, and Jessica surely was eating it. Ashley.
And he said he wanted to eat her booty.
Yeah. Ashley, would that have impressed you with some little notes?
Look, he's hot. That's all I can say. He's hot. He is a man-child, but he's hot. And it's charming and endearing in this setting. I think, like, if they were to really try for a relationship outside of this and, where she's actually at home taking the responsibilities of being a mom and stuff, I don't think it will be as charming and endearing at that point.
You know who Harry reminds me of? Harry reminds me of that freaking part of Waterboy when Bobby Boucher is telling the coach to picture the other coach as a baby. When he's like, just look at him like he's a little baby over there. That's Harry. Harry's that little baby.
Well, he certainly acts like a baby,
exactly.
when things aren't going good, but...
He's a good fling. but he's not a good partner.
So we go to the boardroom, and Kaz and Micah are in control.
Again.
And now they get the option to choose, like, one woman and one man to do this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, see, in this situation, I thought their idea, the way they did it, when they chose a couple and split the couple up both instead of both on a date, I thought that it's actually not a bad idea. I just think they chose the wrong couple to do it with. You know, so that couple's too strong at this point. You know, they're really into each other, and I didn't see it working, and of course it didn't. But you know, but I thought the idea itself was a pretty good idea.
yeah, I didn't think it was too bad. I mean, I would like to have seen like Harry be tested again because he kind of strays. You know, maybe give Jessica a chance. I don't know.
Yeah, like I was thinking they should have hooked Harry up with Christine. I was like, man, they should have shown Christine in there with Harry and seen how that went.
Yeah, so of course they send Nigel on a date with Alara, and then they send Brittan on a date with Steban.
Yeah, you know, and what's up with this?
Steven.
Like, what's up with this crap where some of the dates just suck ass, and some of the dates are like super romantic and freaking we're gonna get massages. In
Steven
there.
goes on like a moped
ride. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the freaking other day we saw where they're like in the weightlifting thing or whatever. It's like, what kind of damn dates are these, man? Where the other person gets a great date.
Yeah, they get a massage. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
kind of like sensual. The other one's like just to be bopping around town on a moped.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, how is that romantic?
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, at least like have them go on a moped to like a nice location where they're having like a private dinner or something.
Yeah, I mean, Steven was cool about it. He's like, shit, you want to drive? All right, go ahead. He was cool to sit in the freaking little side seat.
He
there,
was in the sidecar. I mean, I don't know, but he was cool with it.
It was fine, I guess. I mean, neither one of them really wanted to be on their dates. They were both thinking of each other, so that was nice.
I think Brittan kind of looks like a mermaid.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You know, I feel like they just got her out of the ocean.
Yeah.
A little splash action or something.
Right,
I don't know. But and this is where we learn the biggest thing of the show. Kaz doesn't know anything about Hawaii. He's like, "What's that?"
Oh, that shit was hilarious, man. Well, because she was saying Hawaii, and I was like, well, maybe he's
I was like, maybe that was throwing him off.
But then he was like Hawaii, and she was like, yeah, and he was like, yeah, it didn't ring a bell. I was like, holy shit.
I'm like, what? I get he's not American, but come on, you haven't heard of Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Where's that?
Are you serious?
I'm from London. Like, I've never been to
You've
America.
never heard of Hawaii?
And she's like, islands out in the middle of the ocean, you know? He's like, yeah, no.
He's like, huh? He's like, I get it's own country or whatever.
Yeah, I must visit this place sometime. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I thought that was extremely odd. But and Nigel starts stirring things up with Micah.
Oh, yeah.
So, and like, the group's kind of doing this, right? They're kind of like trying to split up Micah and Kaz for some odd reason.
They got it out for him, man. Like I said, and Micah is just, and like Ashley was saying earlier, Micah's just eating this shit up and listening to everybody. And it's like, dude, it's just getting out of hand with those, you know, with all of them. Because then, of course, Brittan jumps in there and he's talking shit, and everybody's talking shit to Micah, and she just like, oh, man.
And here's the deal. So, like, Kaz can see this happening, and Kaz goes to Micah and says, and then he calls the whole house on it. He's like, what the hell? Why are y'all saying this? And why you like, what is y'all's deal with, like, out to get us? You know what I mean? And she's still just believing everything everybody says. He's like, she won't believe what he's saying. And I think he just eventually just gets tired of, like, trying to convince her. Now, granted, I think he could have done a little bit better of a job convincing her, but she was too busy listening to what everybody else was saying and just could not hear what he was telling her.
Yeah, because he flat out told everybody, look, if you got some shit to say it to my face here. I'm right here. I'm willing to talk about whatever, you know, bring it up. And he was like, I'm tired of this crap. And the funny thing is, and he even called her out on it, she was kind of being two-way about it because she was talking with Brittan, right? She was like, oh, you know, maybe we should hook up and all this stuff. And he was like, look, dude, you've been off of Brittan all this time. You're getting on to me for talking to women and this and that. And, you know, and so. I mean,
but at this point, Brittan's not in the picture. And
well, that's later, I guess, yeah, but still.
Yeah, and I mean, I do find it funny that, like, Kaz gets upset here because, and I don't know why the group's kind of like trying to split them up. I think that is a little messed up. But, like, later on, the group is doing the same thing during the mixer, and he's having fun with it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, it was weird, man. I think he finally just gotten fed up, man. He finally got fed up with all the bullshit and her listening to everybody else, and then her being kind of two-faced about it because, again, like I said, at that point at the mixer, she was talking to Brittan. And, you know, he's like, look, you're over there talking to Brittan, freaking flirting with him and shit and laughing, having a good time. And, you know, I'm just talking with people. And he's like, this is kind of messed up.
She didn't kiss Brittan, though.
No, she didn't. Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it was the kiss that set that up. Like, but then again, I think at that point in time he'd given up.
Yeah, by that point he was just tired of it.
Yeah, well, we're jumping ahead a little bit. Like, this is the point where, I mean, and they recover from this. They're actually, like, grew from that because, you know, he storms off, and then Micah follows him and calms him down. And, like, now they're tight again. So
and then
the plan didn't work.
Yeah, they match back up. Yeah.
And then, like, Harry is falling in love with Jessica. She's his perfect match, and they're perfect friends.
Yeah, I want to be the guy that your daughter can look at and be proud about and all this shit. And
and Nigel and Brittan try their hardest, but to no avail. They end up leaving, but it's doesn't last very long.
They're gone for like 2 hours, right? And then come back.
That's what it seems like. So I mean. What do you think about Jessica and Harry, though? Because they are growing tight during this phase here. So, I mean, is this real?
No, hell no, it ain't real. Man. And Jessica's the only one, like, everybody else sees that it ain't real. Jessica's the only one that's like, yeah, you know, she's like, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and we'll see where this goes. And, I mean, granted, to her defense a little bit, I mean, she is at least being cognizant and understanding that, all right, you know, Harry's got this freaking reputation. You know, so I still got to be aware of that and make damn sure that he really is changing and trying to be this new person he says he is. But at the same time, always in the back of my head, like, all right, well, there's always a chance he's, you know, going to go back to his old Harry ways.
What I find funny is, like, he's like, hey, I've gone through therapy, I've learned, but earlier on the show, you just diss Elise.
Exactly. Yeah, that whole shit, man. It was like, come on, Harry.
So I got a lot of flack last week or the week I was on talking about my wanting to believe Harry. And yes, he did diss Elise, but he wasn't connected to Elise. He feels connected to Jessica. I still believe he wants to be the guy he says he wants to be. But I do know that he's not mature enough or at the capacity in his life to be able to be that person. But I do truly believe he wants to be. I just don't think he can.
Look, I think Harry's emotions are real. But he's still a dirtbag guy. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like I think his feelings 100%. Do get hurt, but who cares? Because he doesn't care about anyone else's feelings but himself anyway.
You know, and you're like, and Ashley, oh, he wasn't connected to Elise. Yeah, but he was telling her he was. He was telling her all the right things, like, oh yeah, this is great and all this. And then and then Jessica shows up and boom, he's like, oh, if you love it, let it go.
Yeah, I think he's very selfish.
And then he laughs in her face. It's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, and let's not forget he said that and laughed, and then now he's trying to be like Mr. Nice guy here.
Yeah, well, and the thing about Harry too that I don't like, man, is like he makes sure everybody knows how he's feeling at the moment. Oh, I'm not feeling great, and later on we'll get into it, where he's, oh, I went and puked, but he goes to everybody like, bro, I just puked, man. Hey, you, hey, oh, I was just puking. Exactly. I'm feeling so bad.
Like, is he doing it for theater or what?
Right,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, get the hell out of here, man.
Hey, he's to me like one of the worst people on this show, honestly.
Oh, he's horrible.
He's still hot.
Horrible.
This is where they have the boys' day and the girls' day, and then they bring all the other people who aren't matched up to hang out. And then Christine is vying hard for Kaz.
Dude, she is jumping on Kaz like crazy, man. And Kaz is like, hey, I'll give it to him, man. He's doing everything he can to kind of push that away, but at the same time, he ain't doing enough, right? Because he could have just got him walked away.
She is pulling every trick out of the book, like licking her lips, like leaning in. I'm like, good Lord.
And Christine is freaking gorgeous, so it's like, damn, Man, she was going hardcore at him.
So I feel like Kaz was really torn in this moment because I think he really is a stand-up guy and he wants to be the stand-up guy because he's done this multiple times in positions with Micah and other women where he may feel like he wants to stray, but he's not going to stray without talking to Micah and break it off with Micah. And I think he was already kind of at his wit's ends with the whole, like, Micah second guessing him and stuff. And he probably really did want to kiss her and be part of that, but he knew it would be disrespectful to do it in that moment before he broke it off with Micah. And so he was trying really hard, but he was torn because obviously you're right. He could have just walked away from the situation and he didn't because he was like, oh, but I kind of want to, but I kind of don't but I think he's also to the point where he wants someone like Micah who's genuine, and Christine's not like that. She's like, I want to get you because I know I can get you, and the chase is what's going to be cool. And then once I have you, I'm done with you. And he doesn't want someone.
Yeah, and she said that. She's like, I like, like the chase of going after these hard to get guys. She's like, it turns me on, right? So
yeah, and I just don't understand why he's not exploring things because I feel like he's kind of a loyal guy and means to be loyal, kind of what you're saying to Micah, but like him and Micah aren't having that great of a time. They're constantly arguing. They're not like lovey-dovey. So why are you so loyal to her?
Well, again, it's like Ashley said, it's because Micah's letting all these little birds get in her ear and screw shit up, right? So
yeah, and I feel the same thing with Elise and Justin. Like, they're together, but like, you know, kind of like Brittan said, like, sounds boring. Like, I asked you what's the best thing about him. You say he makes you coffee. You know, I'm like, okay.
Connection is strong. Yes, connection is strong. But I know it's boring. Oh, you heard me.
So I don't understand why these people are kind of together if there's not that spark and stuff like that at the same time.
I mean, with Justin, Elise was like, I mean, she's like, look, he's a loyal guy. He's a nice guy. Yeah, he's not exciting, but that's all, I've always gone after exciting, so this slow burn might work out for me, you know, but no, I'm with you, though. I mean, it definitely ain't working.
So my opinion on Elise, like, I really just don't like her because I just don't like her for this show. When she was on Too Hot to Handle and, like, they were trying to form that bond or whatever, and that guy was trying to get like real serious with her. She was just a very slow burn. She's afraid of commitment. Why are you on a show called Perfect Match? Like, she's not looking for a perfect match. She's not ready to settle down. She doesn't want to find her forever person or anything like that. So, like, I knew she would jump ship from Justin. She had no true connection with him. I knew she would jump ship if she found something else she liked.
Well, here's the deal. Like, I believe she would have stayed with Harry throughout the whole show, though, at the same time. And, like, I don't think her and Justin are working out, and that is forced. But I don't really hold that against her because the show forces these people to, like, link up with someone to keep going on the show. But I don't think, you know, she's just, like, looking to hop from one guy to another, honestly. That's not the vibe I get.
She did kind of... I mean, I'm with Ashley on this kind of because some of the shit she said in this last couple episodes, right? She was like, yeah, it's been great with Justin, but at the same time... You know, I'm starting to feel something over here.
Everyone's bored by Justin. You know? Holly was like, what is this dude talking about? You like books? Like,
I like Justin.
when he was like, yeah, my favorite book's Goodnight Moon or whatever. I was like, holy shit, dude. He's like, yeah, he's got a lot of pictures.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
Justin's like, I like him. He's a real...
Nice
like a real person on this fake show, I feel like, you know, but like absolutely. The other people are looking to have like a wild time, and he's not, so he's not really fitting in like that. Same with like Izzy, I feel a little bit.
Oh yeah, poor Izzy, that guy, man. So, again, and they bring him back, and he don't belong here, man. Izzy does not belong in this show. It's very obvious. I'm just like, dude, like you should just like when they said, hey, we're bringing you back to the house, you should just be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. And then we hear some talk of Harry kissing Melinda. And Harry denied, and I don't think they showed anything, right? Because I was like, did I miss it?
And I think they did it on purpose, man.
It sounds like she made it up. Like, I hate Harry, but I'm like...
I don't think she made it up.
I think he would play it differently if he kind of did do it. I mean, maybe they have some tape on him.
She was like, Harry, so what was up with that kiss? He was like, huh? He's like, oh, no, nobody saw nothing, so it didn't happen. You know, so it was like, I was like, dude, he kissed her, man. You know, I mean, he totally did. The way he was talking to her about that shit, I was like, he totally kissed her.
Did you see it? No one saw it.
Well, I trust Melinda's word over yours.
I didn't do anything.
I don't know, because Melinda says some crazy stuff later, and I don't believe that.
But no, but then remember, Harry mentions that to Jessica, yeah, I told her that, you know, she'd look good pregnant. And then later, Melinda's like, hey, he told me he wanted to F me and put babies in me.
Yeah, so I don't think he said that. I think Melinda's a snake.
All right, so I have a lot of thoughts on this one. So first of all, why are they not showing the footage?
Exactly.
They want to tease us, obviously. They're like, whose side we on? It's like a whodunit.
Yep.
I need this footage like we needed the cutie footage in Love is Blind with Zeneb and Cole. Like, I need to know what actually happened because I do think there's a version of the truth that's in the middle here. I want to believe, God, I'm so gullible when it comes to Harry. I'm just as gullible as the rest of the girls, I guess. But I want to believe he didn't kiss her. And the fact that she keeps adding to the story and making more stuff up.
Yeah, every time she talks to her, it's like something different.
When it happened, one of the girls was like, holy crap, Harry and Belinda just kissed. Somebody said that when it went down.
Because she said it.
I think Xanthi said it.
It might have been Xanthi.
Xanthi's all about the tea. She's like, I can't wait to spread this.
Oh, yeah.
But no, Xanthi said it because Melinda said she kissed him.
No, Xanthi said she saw it. Somebody said whenever it happened, when they were walking off, somebody said something. Yeah, I think somebody did. I think they just weren't willing to admit it in the group. I think in the group, nobody's willing to admit that they saw it. I think something.
I wish I would lie.
You weren't lying. You know.
I wish I was. I don't lie, girl. I just asked him, like, hey, so what was the kiss about? Oh, who are you talking about? I like my girl dress. He walked away. And that's the
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a quick kiss, but like I don't believe he was making out and say, "I want to f you and impregnate you."
Yeah, I don't know.
Like that doesn't even make sense to me.
But what the thing is, Melinda didn't know that Harry told Jessica, "Hey, I want to see you pregnant." Melinda mentioned that conversation herself separately, right? So, it's like obviously that conversation happened.
There's a version of that conversation. She was saying that he said, "I want to put babies in you." Maybe she was saying, "I want you to put babies in me." So there's a version of that conversation that could have gone either way. So like I said, there's his truth, there's her truth, and there's the actual conversation that they had.
Well, he even said that. He's like, there's my story, her story, and the truth's somewhere in there too.
Either way, it was a very flirty encounter that friggin' probably shouldn't have happened, right?
True. If he had kissed her, though, like in every other sense of like things he's done wrong or how he's felt in any other show, at the beginning of the show when he was with Elise, I feel like he would have said it to the camera. Like he's staying true in the one-on-one with the camera. He's saying, "I didn't kiss her."
Did he say it to the camera and they just haven't showed that edit yet?
Right, exactly.
Now, I feel like he would have confessed that to Jessica and just asked for forgiveness.
I agree.
Well, no, I don't think he would have. If he's thinking that no shit, nobody saw it, there's no freaking proof, like can't prove it, nobody saw me do it, then he ain't gonna confess it, man. He ain't.
Well, that would show a side of him, so that ain't good.
Yeah.
So, and Jessica's kind of made it pretty clear,
like
that she's got red lines. So maybe he understands that. So maybe that's a reason to lie. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is.
But Melinda comes in there and she's sitting at the head of the table and dropping all this. It's very odd.
Yeah, it's pissing Jessica off. So
yeah.
So you could have pulled me to the side and mentioned to girl instead of just dropping it in front of everybody.
I don't like Melinda at all, and I feel like she is trying to get famous off this and build her clout chase and all that stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, out of all of them, Melinda actually hosted a show. So it's like if anybody's already had that, it's her, right? So why would she need to build all the clout when she was actually hosting
anything else?
So,
you seen her host anything else lately?
Right.
In that conversation that they had, I love the way Jessica's just a smooth talker, man. She knows how to talk herself out of a situation or of an uncomfortable. She can hold her own. Mm-hmm. And I really like that. She's like, does that make you feel good about yourself? Saying this in front of the group, and instead of throwing hair, kind of how Micah did when someone told Micah that Kaz was doing something, she's like, "Oh my God," and she bought right into it. And Jessica's like, "Okay, well, I respect him enough that I'll go have this conversation with him privately. I'm not going to sit here and roast him with all of you. Oh my God, what?"
Yeah, I don't like how all these women are together and then they're trying to be like, "Hey, we're women. We got to take." Man, you guys are savages.
Oh, yeah,
you're not looking out for other women. Don't even try that crap.
They're just as bad as the guys, man.
Yeah, those women were trying to steal the guys. This woman to woman thing is just silly.
That's nonsense. They're just as bad as the guys, if not worse.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's come on, man.
But I like the way Jessica handled that.
Yeah, and of course, as soon as they get back, Harry preps the battle space, and he's not even present. Does the cry thing? It's not really working this time with Jessica though, because I guess you can only try that so many times.
She's like, "What am I supposed to feel sorry for you here?" So this guy, holy crap, man. And then what I do like too, when he had that conversation, Steven's like, "Look, man, you're a man child." He's like, and I know because I was a man child, right? He's like, but you got to grow the hell up. He's telling Harry, hey, if you really like this chick, then you need to grow the hell up and actually become the man that you think you can be, for her. So
now, and of course, Brittan is putting stuff in Micah's head and all this stuff, and she's taking it in. And I don't know why she would trust Brittan,
right? Exactly.
He knows something special with Kaz, but whatever. And I don't understand how these women are falling for this crap. Because if a guy's trying to woo you, that's not the way to go about it. This sneaky snake. Just if you felt for them, you should be falling in love and trying to build that relationship, not trying to be all sneaky and be like, I got some tea, and if I'll deny it if you confront him, which is stupid too.
Yeah, no, Brian's a dirtbag too, man.
Yeah, and I love how Kaz is talking to Micah, and she's like,
I don't get.
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
It's something that is upsetting, and I don't want to talk about it.
Talk about it.
Okay, fine.
And he's like, talk about it. And then she's like, okay.
Right.
I'm like, whatever happened to you? You don't want to talk about it. Right. It was hilarious.
Yeah, but in his defense, he was like, look, I talked to you about everything. I've been telling you everything's going on, and you're kind of trying to bottle up. He's like, how the hell is this going to work? So, and he's right.
Yeah, and now we even see some cracks with Chris and Tolu, which surprised me a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, damn. When he was talking to Xanthi, man, I was like, oh, this guy.
Yeah, he brings Xanthi over there like
oh,
she's gonna back him up. Man.
And so at this point, Xanthi's the only person in this house that isn't trying to hook up with anybody. She's just there for tea. She was like, oh shit, my girls, I gotta tell them what's going on here.
She's like the record keeper of the group.
Exactly. Like Xanthi is not there for anything anymore but just freaking drama to take in everything and spill the tea on everybody.
It's funny. She like pops in, says what she said, and then pops out. Right. So.
You can leave.
Okay. You guys enjoy that conversation.
Thank you, Xanthi.
Yeah, we keep it real over here, whatever.
Thanks, babe.
And Chris kind of, you could tell he's a little flustered. He tries to like spin it a little bit, but like, come on, man.
Oh, yeah. And, and we thought that was like, we thought it was a pretty tight relationship. Tolu thought it was a tight relationship, right? And then Xanthi's telling her what happened, and Tolu was like, what the hell? And I was like, yeah,
do you believe this relationship?
Nah, I mean, I think Tolu wants it to work, but I think Chris just screwed it up, and he's not in it as much as she is.
So Chris, on his original show that I watched him on, and on this one, he's not a genuine guy. He's also one that's not here looking for a connection. And I think he really does have some kind of a connection with Tolu, but he is definitely not ready to commit to anybody. So his head was getting turned a little bit. And I think he took a little playbook out of Harry's playbook.
Yeah,
with
he stole
the tears
Harry's
and the
playbook,
crying.
all right.
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah.
I was like, that's not genuine. He's like, well, I don't want you to feel guilty and choose me that way.
I'm gonna blow my nose.
Like, what the hell? But choose me, don't choose me.
Hey, it
I
worked.
think
It worked.
He trying to get her to not choose him.
That's right. He probably saw Harry. He's like, damn, that's good.
He
bro.
saw Nigel and was like, holy crap, I got to throw a Hail Mary here. So,
better put on the waterworks.
Yeah.
I actually think he was trying to get her to not choose him, use reverse psychology a little bit here to I don't want you to pity choose me so he could go and choose somebody else and not look like the bad guy. That's what I really think he was trying to do.
Yeah, but he did tell her, he's like, all the other women hate me and stuff, and he's right? None of the other chicks even like this dude, so. Yeah, that guy, I was like, oh, man, what the hell are you doing?
And then they play some kind of cup flip game, and then I guess the loser has kissed somebody.
Yeah, chooses to kiss somebody. Yeah.
And then this was kind of surprising, and Tolu kisses Nigel,
yeah.
and she doesn't get any flack for that.
Yeah, no.
It's part of the game, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But Kaz is like, oh, let me get in this game. And then, of course, he kisses.
Oh, he kisses.
Holly. And Christine was trying to kiss him. He refuses, but then he plays this game, and he makes out with Holly.
Well, and Christine had just kissed somebody, too, right? So, in the game, who was it that Christine kissed? She kissed somebody in the game, but then when Kaz went to kiss homegirl, then Christine got pissed off. It's like, dude, you just kissed somebody else. Like, what the hell are you getting pissed off for?
This kiss with Holly, man, that was hot. The way he's grabbing the hair in the back of her, I was like, damn, I'm getting hot over here. That was a passionate kiss.
Well, but then the funny thing is, he was like, yeah, he's like, I was kissing her. He's like, I just didn't get the tingle. And it's like, bro, you were acting like you had a tingle. I was like, shit.
We got the tingle watching it.
I'm so confused by this because Christine's making moves, and he seems like, hey, you're my number one. And then he goes and crazily makes out with Holly, so you're like, maybe he's gonna match with Holly. And then Micah and Christine are both watching this thinking like this guy just betrayed me.
Right. Yeah, but again, Christine had just kissed somebody else too, so it's like, how the hell you ain't got no right to be mad.
But she was trying so hard and he didn't fall for it, and then I think she was just so shocked how easily he walks into this and kisses someone.
I'm telling you, I don't know why I got the tingle watching that kiss. I
was passionate.
That was a kiss.
No,
that was movie quality kiss.
Yeah, Tolu and Nigel's kiss was just quick and wasn't much. I think it was Nigel that kissed Christine as well, wasn't it? And then that one wasn't that much. But yeah, that freaking kiss with them Kaz and Holly, man.
Yeah, and of course Micah's talking to Brittan, and he's trying to plant the seeds of distrust in her, and then she sees that, and now it's a nuclear weapon just went off, a bomb goes off. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, she turns on the waterworks. And it's like, oh yeah, it's like, oh.
Yeah, and then
she was like, you kissed her. He's like, it was a game.
Now, is that fair? Hey, we're on a show, we're doing a game.
Right.
Because Tolu did it, so why doesn't it work for him?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he did go overboard. Maybe if it was just a quick smooch.
Right, exactly. But no, he was going to town.
And
man.
if he act like maybe he didn't enjoy it that much.
That dude was like trying to get his tongue in her lungs, man. He was trying to get.
But why doesn't he try and match with Holly after that?
Because he didn't get the tingle, man.
He didn't get the tingle.
He certainly tried to get it though. So of course, this is where Kaz like runs off and matches with Christine.
Which then, yeah, that's hilarious to me that he goes to Christine because he didn't get the tingle from Holly. He's done with Micah, so he's like, I guess I'll go with Christine.
Right, exactly.
And now Brittan's been talking to Micah this time, and then now Elise, for some strange reason, just isn't feeling Justin. Justin like confesses, you know. Of course, the show does the thing like she's thinking about Brittan at this point or whatever, and maybe she is, but and Justin's like, you know, confessing like you're the perfect woman, yada yada, and then she's like cool, and then runs off and matches with Brittan.
Yeah, what an asshole move, dude. I was like, she should have talked to him
I'm very
first.
disappointed in Elise.
Yeah, Elise, like right then, I'm like, she's a dirtbag too. Like, I mean, then earlier Ashley was like, yeah, I don't like Elise at all when she was saying that. Up until this point, I thought Elise was all right. Now she's a dirtbag. Like when she pulled that shit, you could have at least talked to Justin first about, look, hey, I appreciate you telling me your feelings, but I'm just really not feeling it like you are.
Yep.
You know, but nah,
that would have been the right thing to do.
Elise is a dirtbag.
And maybe you give Justin a chance because at this point Justin is like, this is some BS. Yeah. I'm out of here.
Oh, and then the most hilarious thing, right? When she finally does try to talk to him about it, she said, look, I might be making a big mistake here, but I want you on the sideline waiting for me. Is basically what she's telling this dude. He's like, get the fuck out of here. He's like, no. He's like, I'm done.
Justin's too good for that.
Oh, yeah. I was like, holy cow.
Say all the crap you want to about Harry, but Harry did go to Elise and break it off with Elise before he matched.
Yeah, when he laughed at her
had
face.
that conversation.
Yeah, but he didn't live.
He did laugh in her face, but he at least went and had that conversation. She waits to have the conversation after, and like you said, she's like trying to like kind of keep him on the back burner, like, maybe this won't work out, but hey, don't forget me. You know what I mean? Like, and he's not having any of it. He's like, I don't even need to hear anything you have to say.
He shouldn't have it either.
I'm out. Bye.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad for Elise to do this. It's just the way she did, because there's really no spark with those two. You know, they're not really a couple. I wouldn't say let's take a risk and go hook up with Brittan. You know what I mean? But
there's something about him that she's just drawn to. She doesn't know what it is. There's just something about him. She can't stop thinking about him.
Like, oh man, but yeah, what a dirtbag.
So Justin leaves, and now Micah is like, what the hell? I was going to go with Brittan, and now he's hooked up, so it's like time to go to plan C.
Trusty old Izzy.
Old Izzy there.
Old drunk Izzy. Holy
Izzy
shit.
finally gets his shot at Micah.
Dude, this totally reminded me of freaking Love is Blind, man, when he was drunk. He's sitting there holding his glass, she's talking to him. He's like, yeah, uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Forget we've never.
That's what I was saying. It's like, holy shit, Izzy.
He's that's what saying from the beginning. Like, I mean, this guy when he's drunk, he has no definition in his words.
Oh, yeah,
it's all one slur.
I've been trying to tell you, honey.
And so, yeah, do you want a match?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
That was hilarious.
So
like,
Izzy gets his shot, but should he have? Because he's been put on the back burner so much.
Exactly. He's and she even said, look, even though it's just kind of like a friendly connection right now and all this shit, he's like, yeah, no, he's cool, yeah. It's like, dude, you're just making yourself look bad, Izzy. I was like, you should have just left, dude. And I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. And then the last couple of the matches, Alara and Steven, and we haven't talked much about them, but they are like rock solid.
Yeah, they are the freaking #1 couple in that house by far. Like Steven,
not even close.
Dude, Steven is, I mean, he's growing on me big time. I think he's a good dude, man. Like just watching this, the way he's stuck with her through all this, and the way she's stuck with him, I think they're a great couple. I think he's a good guy. And like I said, the conversation she had to have with Harry, like, Harry, you need to grow the fuck up, man. You know, it was just like, I was like, this is a good dude.
I like them together. You know, I've always liked Alara, but she's also been one that I feel like gets distracted by shiny things from like her show that she was on. And so I do like that she seems to be a little tamed by him, but yet they're wild together. You know, they don't bring each other down. They bring out the best parts of each other. And I really like that for both of them.
I love Alara.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome chick on this show. Hot, funny,
yep.
loyal.
Great attitude, you know, yeah. Yeah, no, her and Steven are great together, man. I was like, you know, they're like the one little golden nugget out of all that screwed up bullshit in this show, right? So
yeah. Now I don't think they're gonna work outside the show, but for the purpose of the show, by far the strongest couple.
Yeah, and Harry, I mean, Steven even said that he's like, man, he's like, I'm completely confident in me and Alara. He's like, everybody else, he's just like, everybody else is screwed up. He's like, we're good.
Yeah, and I was kind of surprised how hard Alara took it when he said he kissed Brittan.
That was awesome. You know? That was awesome, man. When he was doing that shit, he was
I loved that.
He was like, and everything I just said was bullshit.
I was like, oh dang.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, that was cool.
Yeah. All right. So, any final thoughts? Did we miss anything?
Nah, man. I'm just. I mean, right now, the finale's next week.
We did see Trevor come back, but
didn't see much.
He didn't
Trevor.
really match with anyone, or even seen. He was talking to more of the guys than the women, I think.
Yeah. When it's funny too when they showed his picture and it said Trevor single when convenient.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they said like not with someone allegedly or something like that. So
it's like that's awesome.
Freaking Trevor.
But yeah, no, Trevor just seemed like he was there having a good time. He was just chatting with people, freaking, mingling and shit and having a good time. Yeah,
we didn't see much of some people like Dominique. We hardly saw any of her.
So I don't think anybody's really into her. So,
but I gotta tell you, Melinda. Oh man, she's a snake in the grass.
Yeah, but Harry.
I don't know if they kissed. I mean, I don't like Harry either, but I didn't like the way she came in and dealt with it and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think they kissed. I mean, it might not have been to the level that she was talking about, where it was like multiple freaking stuff.
I hope they show what happened.
They better show it. They better.
I think we need to put up a poll that says,
there you go.
and ask the viewers,
That's
did they
a good
kiss?
idea.
Did they not kiss? And then hopefully
Whose
they'll
side
prove
are you
it
on?
to
That's
us
right.
whether or not they kissed.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's good. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Well, I can believe there was like a quick kiss. What I don't believe is like the other stuff she said about being like him impregnating her and stuff like that.
I believe part of that because Harry did say that he told her that she would look good pregnant. He told Jessica that he said that to her. So, I mean, I believe something. There was obviously some kind of conversation
Now,
about
could it have been a
him
joke? He
making her
makes a one-off joke and he's like, can you believe what this guy told me?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Hopefully they're going to show all that shit to us. Because the cameras are all over the place. The cameras saw that stuff go down. So they got to show us.
I don't think anyone besides Alara and Steven have a chance of winning this thing at this
Not
point.
a shot in hell. Yeah, no.
Who could compete with them right
and if
now?
somebody else does win, then it's just stupid, right? Then it's
Yeah.
Just, it's
Who
absolutely
else? Chris and Tolu?
No, because
They got to be
shaking
the
too.
second couple, though, right? At this point?
Yeah, this point they got to be the second, but it's a distant second, not even close.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but I guess next week we'll find out.
Yeah.
And I mean, what? It's the finale, right? This is the last episode, as far as we know. So they're gonna do their little voting and all that crap. And what the funny thing is, though, it didn't show at the very end of this one. It didn't actually show Harry and Jessica match up, right? Like they were talking and all that, but it did not show them like, yep, let's match up and we're good, right? So
Yeah, I don't think it did.
no, it didn't. So, I guess they're leading us to assume they do, but I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, and Jessica, I don't know what I feel like she's kind of playing the game a little bit. I don't think she's expecting too much from Harry to come from this, but
yeah, no, she's definitely playing the game. Even though they're both telling each other they love each other now and all that crap.
they are saying that,
So
and I'm like,
it's
that's cheap.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you cheaping that?
Yeah, exactly.
I think she's momming it a little bit. I think she's realizing probably that it's not going to work outside the house, but let me see what kind of momming I can do to make this guy better for somebody else maybe one day. Like, she's kind of guiding him along the way.
I feel like she's putting on a show for the next reality show.
I think she is as well. Yep. Yeah, and she kind of pulls that shit too. And like, you know what? I'm not like, as involved in reality shows as the rest
You've
of you
been
are.
on
I'm
two
new to
of
this.
them. What are you talking
I'm new
about?
to this, and it's like, get out of here, dude. It's like, come on, man. You're here trying to make a name for yourself. You're here for the clout like everybody else is. So
she's just better at hiding that aspect.
PR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, there you have it, folks. We're almost done. We got one episode left, finale. Let us know what you guys think. I mean, Harry and Jessica are going to still be matched up this next episode.
Maybe they take it all.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Maybe not. But hey, guys, as always, we love doing this. Hit that like and subscribe. Let us know what you thought. And we will check y'all in our next review.